be the fifth one off the board?
I think it's Justin Fields. Mac Jones obviously getting the headlines at 3, and then I think Trey Lance is the next one off the board. So Justin Fields, who's had such a great college career, a great last 2 years at Ohio State, put up great numbers. You watch him throw the football big, strong, can do a lot. And in a lot of drafts, we're talking about this guy being the first or second quarterback taken. Unbelievable draft class. I think he goes 5th.
But still probably within the top 10. Meanwhile, speaking of 10, Kimberly, who are the Cowboys most likely to take at 10?
As much as I would want to see D Wood's head explode with them going up to get Kyle Pitts, they are going to take quarterback Patrick Surtain. You know why? Because he's a lockdown guy, elite talent, size, speed that can keep up with any of these fast receivers in the league. And the Cowboys clearly need defensive help.
And then Jeff Saturday, which team do you think is most likely to trade into the top 10 for a quarterback?
The New England Patriots. Listen, when you think about what they need from an organizational perspective, they need the next guy. That guy's, if it's Justin Fields, like David Pollack just said, oh my word. Think about he and Josh McDaniels together for the next 4 years and watching this kid develop in an offense with one of the top 5 play callers in the NFL. I think that's a way under the radar, but the Patriots to me are the team that needs to go up in the top 10 to find their guy.
That's an interesting thought. And yesterday, we had Diana Rossini here, and she was talking about that same idea that the Patriots might move up, but she raised the notion that maybe they use one of their best players as a trade chip. Listen.
Something to keep in mind, it's a small little storyline to keep an eye on. Stephon Gilmore is in his final year of his 5-year contract with the New England Patriots. He's making about $7 million this season. The New England Patriots could perhaps deal Stephon Gilmore on draft night as part of a package to move up if they are in the business of getting a quarterback. I did speak to a team in the top 10 who told me that they've had calls with New England.
Fascinating. So the idea that not just trading draft capital, as has become the phrase, but Kimberly Martin, the idea they might include a superstar player in the deal. What are you hearing about the idea that New England could be a player in all this?
Yeah, everybody expects New England to try to get up into the top 10. The question is, what does San Francisco do? Because it sort of hinges on what they do at 3. If they take Mac Jones, he's off the board. So how far does Justin Fields fall? If he falls to, let's say, 8, and Carolina's on the clock, a team that I think could take a quarterback but also could move back, does New England say, hey, Matt Rule, like we're trying to get that 8 spot and take a quarterback? So I think whatever happens with San Francisco, the draft can go a number of ways.
And so, David Pollack, let me circle it back to you here. As Jeff said, he thinks New England trades up there. Kimberly's giving you the insight. What are your thoughts on the possibility that Bill trades up there to get Justin Fields, or if he winds up being the one who falls, Mac Jones?
First of all, how on God's green earth are they paying Stephon Gilmore $7 million a year? Like, how the heck did they get that done to begin with? I mean, he's one of the best quarterbacks in all the NFL. Like, that's unbelievable. So, to me, it makes perfect sense. That's a perfect bargaining chip because it's not overly expensive for somebody to take on. Now, listen, if you want to re-sign him, obviously it's going to cost you a lot of money, but I think it makes a lot of sense for them to use that and do that. I don't foresee them going, hey, we're going to give up 2 number 1s in the future. That just doesn't seem like the New England thing to do, but neither does spending $159 million in an offseason. So I think everything's on the table. They know they got to find a quarterback. The pressure is on, but I would see them, or I could see them doing it at 10. I just don't see them going, hey, we're going to get all the way up to 4, or we're going to get all the way up to 7. I think they would do it at a 9 or a 10 spot when they're not having to give up so much.
Kimberly, I feel the need to point out that earlier in the last 10 minutes, we showed you that Kyle Shanahan says it is likelier that we are all dead by Sunday than it is that Jimmy Garoppolo is still on his team by this weekend. The idea of Garoppolo getting traded back to New England continues to feel more likely to me than Bill trading up in the draft to take an unproven commodity.
I like it. I was with you. I think it makes logical sense. I think right now, if you're New England and you're Bill Belichick, like you've had 20 years of success with Tom Brady and things are a little shaky, you want another quarterback. You want a guy that maybe he's looking around and saying, the game's kind of changed. Maybe it's Justin Fields. I think a Mac Jones is what he would prefer, but I think Mac will go at 3. If Justin Fields is out there, he might be enticing to Josh McDaniels, do some different things.
Go ahead, David.
Greeny, did you hear the way she said that? Like, you want the most non-convincing? Yeah, I like that. I mean, it's okay. Like, I'll take some kale. That's like asking my 12-year-old,
I'm trying.
Hey, you want a salad? Sure, Dad. Yeah, I'll take a salad. Oh yeah, it's good. Keep them coming.
Listen. San Francisco is telling us how much they love Jimmy Garoppolo one week, and then the next it's like he might be dead. I don't know. So what am I supposed to say to that? They don't even want the guy. So sure, send him to New England. Okay.
Jeff, quick final thought. Go.
Yeah, listen, I think the trade up to the Cowboys is probably the most encouraging for me because they want a corner. You could give Gilmore in that trade. You get the 10, whether it's Lance or whether it's Fields, whichever guy is there. From the New England perspective with Josh McDaniels, again, the play caller he is and the ability for both those guys to make teams pay with their legs and still be accurate throwing the football, I think takes New England to a different level. Again, that's not a slight on Jimmy G. That is what the expectations for these two young quarterbacks could be. Again, system and placement matters. Development matters. Going to New England is a home run, no different than going to San Francisco if you're a quarterback.
All right, let's leave that there for the moment because right now, if anyone's hungry for breakfast, Jeff's handing out pancakes. Set him down is a keeper. That is a Tuesday staple.
Get some of this. Get some of that. Throw them out the club. Swagoo, throw them out the club. You see them? 1 pancake, 2 pancakes, 3 pancakes. Ooh.
There's nothing like it when Jeff Saturday, we do Sat 'em Down, where Jeff hands out pancakes for the best blocks, and these are all players you will see get drafted on Thursday night. Jeff, go.
Oh, I can't wait. Hey, Greeny, we're showing Pollock some bloodletting, and we're showing Woody. Watch Penei Sewell. Put him down, baby. Show that little man who the boss is. Watch him. Little Olay getting downfield. Look at that athleticism. Boom. Put him right on the backside. Hey, listen, all 20 wants to do is get up and look what truck just hit him. Hey, which one just hit me, fella? I don't know. Hey, the one right in front of you. Open them eyes, little man. See what you can see. 1 pancake for Penei Sewell for the SmackDown. Hey, listen, Quinn Miners. I know Wisconsin White Water. Watch this. Oh, my goodness. The left leg just buckles. This looks like WWE, man. Ow. He comes off this block and puts him down. How do we get the 2 pancakes from my man Miners? Is this. You're going from a little man to a bigger man. This is medium size. Take that, little man. Put him down. 2 pancakes for Quinn Miners. This kid has showed up on tape. Yeah. Absolutely love the leg buckling, baby. It's like putting him in the turnbuckle. And finally, Vera Tucker. Fellas, this is big on big. Ain't nobody hiding in this. Man tries to cross your face. Watch the finish right here, Wood. Take him. Finish him. Pollock, right here. Finish him. You're circling the tape. You're telling your defensive lineman, hey, man, just fall down. Grab grass. Do something. Do not get embarrassed. All you're seeing right now is grass stains on your back. 3 pancakes for Vera Tucker. Fantastic.